Okay, and now what we have is, so we have both of our handles hooked up to our piano wire. Now the very important thing when we're doing this is to make sure that we're sawing our piano wire against the window. So we never want to have it down here or over here. We want to always constantly pushing against the glass, because the glass won't get hurt, and the last thing we want to do is scuff up the side of our vehicle. Same thing on the inside. What we want to do, so we want to start off, we're in the middle of the window, and we're just going to start pulling. As you can see, I'm sitting on a little ladder to give me a little bit more leverage, and that just helps us to do what we need to do. So basically what we're going to do is we're just going to be sawing along like this, and if your wire smokes, that's okay. That means it's cutting through the rubber. So we're just proceeding along. When we get about 3/4 of the way across this window, you're going to see I'm going to tuck up this wire underneath the window here, under the corner. The reason I'm doing that is because now I can start and cut that corner instead of me having to go around it. So I haven't done anything with the back side of it. It's just traveling along. And now the important thing is, when you're cutting here, you don't want to be pulling out this way. It'll cut up the outside edge of our window. So we constantly want to be pushing it towards the glass. It's not going to hurt the glass at all. And there are 4 pins on here that hold the window in that are plastic, and it'll just basically saw right through those. It takes a little bit longer, but you'll feel once you saw through those, that's totally fine. So we're just going to keep sawing here. Okay, we just made it through that first plastic one. So now we're just going to cruise right up the window. And now once again, I'm going to go around this corner. What I usually do when I get about 3/4 of the way through to the top of the window, I'm just going to feed this back down and around. This just gives me a little bit more control when it's time to take the window off. So, just going to feed this. Right back through here. Just like this. And now what I'm going to do, I'm going to hang those there. I'm going to reposition my ladder so I can get to this a little bit easier. And if your truck has running boards, you can also use the running boards. So I just want to be able to have good leverage on this. So now that I'm back here, we're going to start the same thing. And I'm going to go around the edge here. Alright, and now that I'm around the edge, I'm going to move my ladder over a little bit. Made it through that last plastic thing, that plastic clip, and now we're almost there. So we're going to come up around here. Okay, now I'm around this corner piece. Now when you get to this stage, what you want to do is you want to have someone come in and hold the glass on the outside. That way they can just catch it when we get it all done. So I got Seth here to help me out. Back in here. right, and that is that when it comes to getting the window off. Seth caught that for me, and as you can see, the window is now off. So basically all we have to do is, just like in the instruction manual, we just need to trim all this down, or our instructional videos on our website and on YouTube, is now we can start the installation of our window. We just have to trim all this down, and these little clips here, what you can do, grab a pair of pliers or whatever you want, and basically just pull them on out of there, because these clips are actually going to be your alignment tool on the new window when we show you how to install that here shortly. So pull those off. You can see you'll get a little bit of scuffing just on the inside of here. Not a big deal. If you want to touch it up, that's fine. If not, you're not going to get any water in there because of the way it's sealed, so you don't have to worry about it. That's why it's crucial when you're pulling your string on your wire on the inside, just to pull your wire straight ahead, so it's just catching this edge. It's not catching the outside at all. I'll show you what the inside looks like now. Okay, so now here's an internal view with the window off. You can see there's no scratches to the inside of our paint at all, because when we're pulling our wire, we're pulling it straight up all the way around. So when you're pulling your wire, you get to the inside, you're going to be pulling it always constantly towards the inside of the window, straight down. That way you don't hurt the outside or mess up the outside at all. The one thing that I did not mention to you is that your handle, it's a good idea through this whole process, once you get your handle off with that retainer clip, just slide your handle back on. That way when you close the door, you can open it back up easily. And then when you go to put everything back together, we'll put the clip back on it. So that is pretty much in a nutshell how you take off your windows as a do-it-yourself kit. Might look complicated, but it's actually a very simple process with minimal tools. And hopefully we were able to show you how easy it is to do. It takes, as you saw, we didn't cut our footage at all of the window coming out. Once we started cutting it out, it takes about 4 or 5 minutes probably to get that window out. So the nice thing, if you do it yourself, you know, a lot of glass shops sometimes will break your glass. This ensures that your glass is safe, and you can do the whole process in your house. The whole process to remove the glass and install your new Freedom windows on both sides, for your first time doing it, it's probably going to be between 2 and 3 hours. We do it in about 1 hour and 45 minutes, start to finish, but we do these on a regular basis. So we're trying to show you a good video that'll help you out, make you feel confident in doing this. And it's a simple process that you can definitely do at home. So next we're going to show you how to install the windows.